Hi everyone and welcome to Cooking with Cricket, but today I am not cooking, and the reason why I have a mask on my face is because I found out today I have the virus. I do have symptoms too. The reason why I'm wearing the mask, my two kids have tested negative, and so when I'm out, they're not here right now, but my husband is. He's going to go be tested tomorrow because of his work. And so, and I do have symptoms, and that's just what I was going to talk about. So excuse me wearing a mask, but until I have to. I don't want nobody to get sick. So anyway, if I keep pausing, I'm just running out of breath. About a week ago, Richard went about a week ago. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen that, you know, my new little job that a co-worker of mine that I was around one day, the very next day called me crying and upset because she was sick and they ran a fever all night. And she had other symptoms. And I'm like, you need to go be tested because we both have family members that either have COPD or diabetes and stuff. So this was on a Friday. But that Thursday I woke up with a terrible, terrible headache. And so I was like, go be tested. So Monday she went and was tested. Tuesday called me up crying. She's positive. So, since we were all around and I was having symptoms, both my kids went and I went. Well, I called my doctor because I do have underlying health issues and stuff. And, you know, I have a very bad neck. I have my bad foot, bad knee. You know, I'm on heart medicine and stuff. So I wanted to call my doctor. And they asked what were my symptoms. At first I said, can I wait till my kid's test comes back to see if they're positive, then I'll go be tested. She said it don't work that way. She says we send everybody in the house that's been exposed, so I'm sending you right now, setting you up to go get tested. She goes, what are your symptoms? I said, I have had a headache that will not go away for nothing. I said, my throat hurts, but it's not like a sore throat that hurts when you swallow. It feels weird. It's like a scratchy kind of sore throat that's aggravating, but it don't hurt to swallow or nothing like that. My nose has been a little stuffy, a little runny. I've been very nauseated. I told her, I said, I am having these nausea spells where I almost called you the other day and asked for something for nausea because I can't handle it. And they asked about my taste and smell. I said, well, I've noticed that my taste, that just everything just tastes blood, just like bland, like it really don't. But I didn't really think nothing much of it. And was that all, Richard? And I hadn't noticed that I'd been running a fever. Yesterday was the first fever I ran. And so she goes, nope, go get tested right now. I'm calling. They told me where to go and to be tested. So, yes, I've been around my pets. I can't help that. Small house and stuff. But so I went and got tested. My son took me. And when they called to tell me, I was so expecting to be negative because my son has been sicker than me. Now, I kept telling my husband, I said, and I told the doctor, I said, you know that feeling before you catch a bad cold or the flu? Like, you know, when you go to bed, you're going to wake up sick as a dog. I said, I feel like I'm on the verge of catching something really bad. And I said, now, my co-worker is bad sick. Bad sick. And my son has run a little bit of a fever. He's had like the cold issues. I had trouble waking him up the other day. and everything, but his test came back negative. Now we know that was probably a false negative. He will be going again. My husband's going tomorrow to be tested. Now, and nobody else is showing symptoms. So today, I was talking to my mom on the phone, and I said, Mom, hold on, the doctor's calling. And I was so ready for them to tell me it was negative. Because like I say, my son's been sick, and his was negative. And she told me, you know, that, hey Brenda, this is so-and-so. And she said, your test came back positive. And I screamed. I said, what did you just say? Because it just shocked me. She says, you're positive, and you got to, quarantine for 10 to 14 days. Because they knew that others had them been tested, and, so I know to wear a mask and gloves and stuff. So I immediately hung up, clicked over to my mom, and I was freaking out. Because usually when you hear that, I have friends and family who have passed away from this. And so it's almost like what kind of sentence you're getting to when they have it. So I started freaking out because I do have heart issues, blood pressure issues, and all that's heredity and stuff. And so I said, Mama, I got to call Richard and everybody and tell them. So when I called Richard at work, Richard knows I will not call him at work unless it's important. I just don't, I'm not one of those people. If I need to tell him something, I'll text him and say, just call me when you can. So when I called him, they was having an emergency at his work, and he wasn't ugly or nothing. He just answered the phone and said, Cricket, let me call you back in 5 minutes. I said, no, I've got it. And he goes, oh my gosh, okay, I'll call you right back. And he did, and he said, I'm leaving work now. I'm finding out what to do and stuff. As long as he is negative, he pretty much has to go back to work, they kind of told him. My son, where he works, it's weird. They're handling this a whole lot different than other people are handling it. He can't work. He can't work even if he's been around somebody. Like, they send them home. And they're doing it the way that, it's kind of supposed to be done. So what gets me is, I don't hardly go nowhere. Usually, when this first started, my son was the most one, you're not getting out. If you need something, you tell us, and stuff. So if I do get out, like to go to the grocery store or something, like I'm in and out. I'm not allowed to touch, they tell me, don't touch nothing. I don't touch nothing. I sanitize. We wear a mask, and everything. I keep my hands washed. And so I don't think that me and my coworker somebody gave it to us. And we're just trying to figure it out. So I just kind of want to make, just, I guess, people aware and all too. I never in a million years thought I would. Never in a million years. And so again, my symptoms, I noticed that I'll get short of breath. But, and this headache, now let me, I have a bad neck, so headaches are not rare. And the only reason why, right now it's hard to get in to actually see a doctor. And they've told me they don't want to fix my neck until my foot gets totally fixed. Because the way I walk and wobble and stuff, it will just cause my neck to mess back up. And I know it's time for both. But right now, doing that, it's just kind of, and I'm okay with it. And like I say, the nausea I know is new. But I have stomach issues. My throat, I'm the type person, you won't never hear me hardly say, ooh, it's cold in here. Because I freeze everybody out in the house. There's no heat on in my room. I don't want heat on in my room. So I thought the way my throat was, maybe because the air's so dry, because I keep it so cold in my room. You know, the air's dry because it already affects my eyes. I keep dry eyes because it's just so dry and cold in my room. I was just thinking that's what it was. So you could have knocked me over with a feather. So, like I say, I called the family and everything, and everybody's been so supportive. Okay, if y'all need anything, let us know. We'll come drop it off on the porch, you know, and stuff like that. My mom is bringing over some spray and some more gloves. She said, now I'm just dropping it off on the porch. I said, please do, because I'm not letting you in my house. You know, and me and the doctor talked some the other day. She says, what people's not understanding, like, let's say you go to check on your parents. Everybody needs to wear a mask and stuff, you know, and all. But, it was, y'all know how I love my mother-in-law and father-in-law. They are the two most sweetest people I have ever met in my life. Like, everyone loves them to death. So, me and Richard decided we've got to call them. Now, they have been in their house since May. The groceries get dropped off to them. You know, their newspapers get sprayed and everything. So, we've been very cautious around, you know, not being around them or anything. So, I was like, they got to know before word gets out, because they are people, like, I can't keep a secret, that will call them up, hey, did you hear what happened to Brenda? Or, hey, did you hear what happened to Rick? You know, that I wish they wouldn't do, because then they'll call us worried. So we need to call them. And you could just hear, first we was talking to my mother-in-law, and Richard says, Mom, I just need to tell you something. You know, the kids are negative, but Cricket's positive, and you could just hear the worry come in her voice. So I spoke up and I says, I'm fine, Mom, I'm fine. I just got these symptoms. I'm okay, I promise. You know, and stuff. So then when his daddy got on the phone, his daddy made me cry a little bit. I told Richard when he hung up, I said, give me a minute, I'm in my feelings. Because he didn't think I was listening. And he says, Richard, please watch her close. If she has trouble breathing, please promise me you'll get her to the hospital. I had to cry on that one. You know, and if y'all need anything, we said, no, we're fine, we're fine. So, you know, I said, Mom's bringing over more gloves and more spray and stuff. I'm not going to touch, you know, they're going to be, as soon as I get up from here, Richard's going to come in here and disinfect, which he's not really worried. And stuff, and like I say, I've done been around my pets. We have nowhere to put my pets, you know, or anything. So I just wanted to let you know, I do have videos that I have filmed prior to this that I'm trying to get uploaded. We are having some internet now. I can't really, when nobody's at home and I've got on my gloves, I will sit down and try to get them worked on. But then everything will be sanitized and stuff again. But I'm going to wait, you know, even after this one, especially if anybody's at home. But today we're having a few computer issues that my husband's trying to fix. So I don't even know when this is going to get uploaded. Let's see, today is Monday, so it might tomorrow, whatever. I don't know. But, you know, I'm just letting everyone know what's going on and an update and everything and what's been going on and stuff. But I do have some wonderful hot chocolate videos and some wonderful broccoli cheddar soup. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you've seen that. So just letting you know, I'm Brandon, my nephew, and y'all know he lived with me until he was married and stuff. We like raised him and stuff. That's little baby, his little baby. I'm her nanny. And that, I don't mean to brag, but that baby loves me to death. Like, she don't want to leave my house. And they have to call me all the time. Oh, she's begging. And I was like, oh gosh, that just breaks my heart. But, his wife called me and said, Aunt Cricket promised me and Brandon one thing. you won't lay in that bed and let this get you, that you'll fight. And even my mama called and says, Cricket, please tell me that you'll fight. You just won't lay in that bed, you're going to fight. I said, I'm going to fight. So, I'm going to fight and also be praying and asking for prayer, positive vibes and stuff, because again, you could have knocked me over with the feather, you know, with this. And just, like I say, this headache won't go away for nothing. The throat thing off and on, the nausea's off and on. I've got to thinking about it, like I really haven't ate nothing in days that I didn't realize until I sat down and told Richard. I was like, I think I'm just kind of knick-knacking. And my mom was like, please try to eat. I do have some nausea medicine that the doctor sent over, and she says, please take it, try to eat, drink plenty of fluids and stuff. So I'm going to fight it and everything. I'm going to be okay. You know, praying. So, again, this video is probably way too long. So, just been getting ready for Christmas and stuff, which this year for Christmas, I told the family Christmas may be after Christmas this year. So, we'll see, because my quarantine and all should be done before then. Today is the 7th, so yeah. So, but it'll either be out last minute shopping or shopping online, but... Oh, and I did run a fever yesterday. I woke up. That's what I was saying. You won't hear me say that I'm cold. And I just kept telling Richard, I'm about to freeze to death. And I walked around with a coat on all day. I couldn't get warm. And it didn't dawn on me till that night, last night. I was like, I wonder if I got a fever. So I did have a low-grade temperature. But I've noticed that I've been waking up just sweaty. Just I'll wake up and just be like, ooh, it's sweaty. And that's odd because my husband will even say, when I walk by your room, I can see my breath, you have it so cold in there. And then my daughter's like, y'all ought to feel inside Mama's room. She keeps that room so cold. You know, but that's how I like it. And so I shouldn't be breaking out in sweats, but the sweat. And I'm like, ew. So, anyway... I just thought again I'd let you know. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm going to have to go in my room and take this mask off to catch my breath. But please understand the reason why I have it on until my husband gets tested. And for everybody else we've done called, they're all told their work. They're coming back in, you know, and stuff. So I want to get done with this. My husband keeps saying, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. So, get this done and get my room so I can take this off and breathe. But thanks for all your love, and until my next video, just sending y'all love back. Bye, y'all.